It was the morning. I was away from my phone maybe for about 3 hours. I come back to my phone and I see two missed calls from Imam Shakil, and I see a message from Imam Shakil. And now I'm back to my phone, seeing two missed calls. I think, subhanAllah, what could this be about? I read the message. Imam Shakil said, then there's a brother that I know who's offering to take some brothers to Umrah for Ramadan. Hotels paid for, flights paid for, everything covered. And he said, reply quickly because there might not be spaces on this trip. I see 3 hours ago, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, there's no way I've missed out on this opportunity. So I'm panicking. I message Imam Shakil back and I say, I'm happy to go on this trip. Is there space for me? Let me know. Imam Shakil, he comes back to me a couple of hours and he says, unfortunately, there's no places to go on this trip. Thinking not only is this Umrah, the thing that I've been making dua for, the place I've been trying to go to since the beginning of my journey with Islam, an opportunity that not everybody gets. Not everybody gets the opportunity to visit, let alone for free. Trying my best to remain composed by just making dua. I'm making dua, Ya Allah, if there's any way for me to go on this trip, make a way for me. And maybe the day after I forget about the dua, I get a call from Imam Shakir. I'm looking at my phone, I'm thinking, nah, it's got to be about something else. I pick up the phone immediately, I go to the side room, Assalamu alaikum, Imam. He tells me the same thing that he told me in the message. And I'm like, I want to answer quickly because this time I don't want to miss out. I'm in the prayer room at this point, I drop my phone straight into sujood. The lesson that I learned from this before we even went on the trip, never ever be displeased with what Allah has decreed for you. Here I was thinking that this first trip that I missed out on, which is going to be in the beginning of Ramadan, I was so devastated and upset, but Allah made me miss out on this opportunity. He gave me an opportunity that was even better. This trip now that I've been begging Allah and He's established that closeness with Him through this opportunity, then He answered my dua and He gave me even better than what I was asking for. The last 10 nights of Ramadan, it's so busy, we're not going to be able to get into the Mataf area. We're not going to be able to go down to the first floor where you can walk directly around the Kaaba. So we go to the second floor and we start Tawaf. And you can only see like the top of the Kaaba from where you are there. But it allowed me to really focus on what I was doing. You know, sometimes you can be looking so much because it is such a grand structure, you can get carried away. Now I'm focused, I'm locked in and I'm walking and I think, you know, subhanAllah, my feet are starting to hurt. I'm getting a bit tired. It's been a long day. As I'm saying that in my own head, I look to my right and there's a bit of a small crowd that's appeared. People are having to kind of walk away and divert their route. The reason is because there's a brother there in his ihram with no legs, pulling himself around doing tawaf. Bear in mind there's wheelchairs, people can push you in the haram. He's there with two less limbs than I have, pulling himself, not complaining, in tears, making his dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that moment, I'm thinking, subhanAllah, how can I complain that my feet hurt? How can I complain that I'm tired? How can I complain about anything in this moment when I'm looking at someone that is exhibiting pure iman, pure faith, someone that has been, who maybe in the West we would say has all the opportunity, all the excuses to say, why have Allah done this to me? Why is this my situation? No, he's there. He's not complaining. He's pulling himself around, and that gave all of us that saw it a boost. You know, you have to do this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has invited us. He's invited this brother. He's invited all of the Muslims here to do one thing. We have to complete it. We have to do it with ihsan. We have to do it in the best way possible. And we maybe did around 3 circuits around the Kaaba. We did three parts of the tawaf. And then the adhan for Fajr came in. And I'm realizing now, okay, we're going to be split in half. Our Umrah is going to be split in half by the Salah. But then it also hits me. I'm about to pray my first prayer in the Haram. And we all line up. And this was the first thing that hit me was, you can imagine with that many people, it's a very loud place, it's very busy. As soon as the adhan went off, as soon as the iqamah went off, pin drop silence. Only Islam can do this. Only Islam can organize people into straight rows when they've just been in a busy crowd, a hectic crowd. So many sounds, kids crying, people shouting, dead silence.